All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Thoughts of the Week podcast. It's definitely been a minute. Had some things go on, and been taking my time. Um, Family member got really sick, not from the jab or nothing like that. Um, Something different. I won't go into it today, but if I sound like I'm a little whatever, or however you think I sound, it's because some things going on. Not personally with me, but personally in the sense of people that I live with. So that's on that. But what I wanted to get into today is something that probably should be shown as well as told. And I think it's not getting enough airplay. I think it's not getting enough coverage. And so I'm going to do my part today. Excuse me. And just go ahead and do this. This been reported before from a couple of people that I'm aware of, but that outside of those couple of people, I haven't seen it nowhere in the mainstream news or anywhere else. And not to say that other people might not be covering it, but just I just seen two people cover it. So with that being said, we're gonna take a look at FBI's crime report, crime data report, and specifically, I'm gonna take a look here. We won't be here long, but I want to show you guys this right here. Let's get it in full view. All right, that is the FBI's Crime Data Explorer. And in particular, I want to show you guys, I hit on hate crimes, right? I hit hate crimes, and this is what pulled up on the hate crime side. And so I wanted to, like I said, also report this because there's been a thing about the Asians, and they're getting so hated on and attacked, and everybody's so biased against them. But really, the truth of the matter is that when you look at this report here, the own FBI's report, you see that the real facts are that black people are number one on the list. People are anti-black. All right, people are anti-black, and yet black people still don't have their own hate crime bill. But yet the FBI own report shows that black people are on the top of the list of the most hated. All right. And so we're going to go down a list. I'm going to show you a few more things here, and then I'm going to get out of here. Like I said, I just wanted to go ahead and show this. No intro today, by the way. And before we go a little bit further, man, let me go on and make some quick announcements real quick. As you might be hearing the thundering in the background, I guess the storm is getting on around here. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the regular storming around here or if it has something to do with, I don't know if any hurricanes done came through again or what. But yeah, you might hear some thundering in the background. Got the window open. Want to get some of that real fresh air. Got the fan going, so maybe some of the air go through the fan and cool up the place instead of throwing on the AC. But anyway, some announcements here. Future episodes. There are going to be some episodes that will just have on this podcast show that will be just giving you a few snippets of things. And if you want to hear the full episode, you will have to get a subscription. And that's not to say that I'm doing that with every episode. It's just certain episodes, depending on what the topic might be. Sometimes in regards to the platforms that gets broadcasted on, you all know that certain platforms, without me having to say which ones, are shadow banning, or taking videos down, or trying to give you a strike without merit. And so certain episodes will be, I'll give you a little snippet, and it'll probably be like a version to where, it won't get struck down or anything, but then you have to get a subscription. All right. Subscriptions are $4.99 if you want to do the video, and audio, if you want to listen to the podcast, will also be $4.99. So you can always listen to either one, watch it or listen to either one. So yeah, and maybe some future interviews as well will be on for subscription only or membership only, whichever word you want to use. And so that's probably that on that. All right. There will be certain interviews, certain topics that will be members only. If you want to get that and listen to them topics, it can be information based. It can be, giving you some game on something every now and then. Some episodes will be only for the membership or subscription. All right. And other episodes will still continue to be aired for free. All right. So I thought I'd just let you guys know something about that. All right. And so with that being said, also, as you see on the screen, go to buymeacoffee.com/thoughts of the week podcast. That's TOTW podcast. If you guys want to donate, just go to that link and feel free to donate. Feel free to donate $1, $3, $5, however you want. All right. It says buy me a coffee, but when you go onto the site, we like pizza around here. So you can buy us the figurative pizza for $1, slice of pizza. All right. Just go to the site and check it out. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right. So now let's get back into this, man. Yeah. So again, here we are with FBI's Crime Data Explorer. And like I mentioned earlier, on top of the list is anti-black, 2,755, right? And then right under that's anti-white, then anti-Jewish, then anti-gay male. See, even the LGBT, the alphabet folks, are not even on the top of the list. It's black people. And this is FBI's reporting. And then under anti-gay male is anti-Hispanic or Latino. Excuse me. And let's go down the list here. You got anti-lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, mixed group. They only got 279. Anti-other race, ethnicity, ancestry, 277. And look at anti-Asian. For them to get a hate crime bill, there are 274. And that was in 2020. All right. 2020. And we're going to take a look at a few other years just to give y'all some perspective as well. But what you guys need to do, and if you want to get this, is just type in Google FBI, and then right after FBI, type in Crime Data Explorer, and you should be able to pull this up yourself and see it in real time. So we got anti-Arab. I'm just kind of skipping around a little bit. Anti-Asian. You got multiple bias. Anti-transgender. Even the transgenders is lower than the gay males and the lesbians. All right. You got anti-multiple races and group. Anti-Islamic Muslim. Anti-lesbian female with only 99. Anti-American Indian or Alaska Native, 79. They're low on the list. Anti-Arab, 69. Anti-Sikh, the Indians, I believe, from East India, 67. Anti-female, 49. Anti-male, 22. Anti-Buddhist, 15. Anti-bisexual, 16. At the bottom of the list is anti-Jehovah's Witness. So they are the less hated out of all these little categories, all these groups, I should say. On the top of the list is anti-black, but there still isn't a hate crime bill. All right. So that was a 2020. Let's put on another year real quick. Let's go on to 2019. And let's see what that's looking like. Boom. And still on top of the list in 2019 for hate crimes, the most hated people, anti-black again. Let's look down the list and see where Asians come in at. Anti-black in 2019 was 1,972. So compared from 2019 to 2020, the hate for black people has actually gone up. All right. You got anti-Asian at 161. It's not 1,972 like the anti-black was. But yet, the Asians got a hate crime bill. Let's take a look at some others here. Anti-physical disability. Wow. That's low on the list. It's 46. But there is some hate against physical disability. Interesting. Anti-Eastern Orthodox Russians, Greek, or other. They made the cut in 2019 with just 50. I guess that might be 50 people, I'm assuming. I don't know how, if they count that as individuals or for every one, was it or for every 10 or every 20 or every 30, was it 100,000 people or something like that? Who knows? And for right now, it looks like it's just individuals. So, and at the bottom, now 2019 compared to 2020, anti-Jehovah's Witness was up in 2019, but it went down in 2020, and not by much. But once again, the whole point I'm making is anti-black is the most hated according to FBI's own report. That was 2019 and 2020. Let's go down further. We're going to probably go down to 2015. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, at least 5 years. Let's see what's going on in 2018. And once again, in 2018, the numbers almost didn't change. For anti-black, once again, are the most hated. And let me see, anti-Asian actually was down in 2018. Let's go back to 2019. Anti-Asian was 149 and it went up 2019, 161. But nowhere in the thousands. They didn't even bust 500. So here's 2018 now. And black people are still the number one on the list hated, but there's no hate crime bill. Now, these are all factual numbers here. Unless the FBI comes out and says they made it up, that's their numbers. The most hated hate crime bias, is black people. But no bill to help with that. No bill to keep people from hating on black folks or doing anything hateful towards them or nothing. Let's go to 2017. And let's see what happens here. And it looks, okay, here we go. Oh, wow. In 2017, black people are still number one on the list, most hated, hate crime bias, and it was 2000. So it was 2000 in 2017. It went down a little bit in 2018 and 2019 went back up higher than 2017. It went back to the 2000s in 2020. And let's see where the Asians come in at. It gets lower for the Asians. They go down. But they got a hate crime bill. Interesting, right? So far, we went from 2020 to 2017, and Asians did not make the top of the list not one single time. Let's go to 2016. Let's see what happens here for 2016. I guess it's loading up, loading up. There we go. Boom. Black people still on the top of the list. And the Asians go even further down the list. Black people still number one as the most hated. Anti-black. Right? Bias. It says anti-black or African American. And the African American can be a very tricky word to use because not everybody's from Africa, or Africans. You can make it to where African people, there's white people that's from Africa, and they can claim that African American status, but we all know what this really means is it is anti-black people in America. So even though they're putting anti-black or African American, putting that together, we all know it is definitely anti-black people. And that's 2016. And as I'm scrolling down, you guys see where the Asians are at 113. The black folks is 1,771. Why is it not a hate crime bill for black people? This is the hate crime. When you look on the left here, that's what I clicked on, hate crime, and it's right under the biases, right? See what I'm saying? And let's finally look at 2015, man, and then we're going to get out of here. There's no need to even go down any further than that, unless you just want to, see what it's really looking like. So this is 2015 pulled up. It looks like it went down from the previous year of 2016, but still on top of the top of the list is black people. Anti-black once again. And let's take a look at the Asians. I think the Asians might have went up one person in that particular year of 2015. So there you have it. All right. I'm just going to look down for some others, go to some other years and just take a look. Well, that was 2014. Let me see what they look. Let me see what's looking like for 2014. Black people still up. 2013. Let's see what happens. Looks like black people still on. Oh, it's higher in 2014. So what happens with black folks? They always on the top of the list, and there's no bill for hate crimes for towards black people. So black people have been on top of the list every year that I clicked on, and it fluctuates. Sometimes it goes down a little, and sometimes it goes up, and it's kind of weird because some earlier years, like in this one you watching, 2013 was high, and then 2014 went low, and I think 2015 might have been a little bit higher. So it kind of fluctuates. But each and every time, black people are on the top of the list, according to FBI's stats here. I'm going to go to 2010. Let's see what that's looking like. Wow, and in 2000, and anti-Asians 150. Let's go. Let me take one more. Let's go to 2005. I'm just going to kind of go in the fives. And let's see what was going on in 2005. Wow, that's really high in 2005. What was going on in 2005 that there was a lot of hate against black people? but always on top of the list is black. And then it looks like Jewish, and then anti-Jewish, anti-white. For the top three, almost seems like that. Asians are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down the list. And I think they fluctuate in numbers too, as far as going lower. Sometimes they might be 8, 9, or 10th, then come back up and be 7. But the whole point is still, the years that I clicked on, black people still on top of the list of being the most hated. Now I'm gonna do one more in the 2000s. Let's see what's going on there. In the 2000s, wow, almost close to 3,000. Again, black folks, number one, hate crime, bias. But yet we have no hate crime bill for black people. But you got all these other groups be saying, oh, they're hating on us. But look at the numbers. None of the numbers ever compare to black folks. So my question is, who are you going to be voting for next time around? On the local side and on the federal side? So which one will you guys be doing? I mean, who you be voting for, excuse me. Who will you guys be voting for? And that next election comes for the next president. Because as you guys, well, even though this is 2000, but going to 2020, going back. Let's go back. Let's hit that 2020 real quick. This was your El Presidente. And all the years that I clicked on, it's still showing and proving what group of people are the ones always hated on the most. And yet there's nothing specifically for black people. Reparations, hate crime bills, and everything else in between, nothing. And this is your own FBI's report. All right. So with that being said, that's all, man. I think I rest my case. The evidence is in. And there's no more proof to present. You know what I mean? There's no more proof to present. You guys seen it. What you can do, again, is type in your Google search, type in FBI Crime Data Explorer, and you should get the information you need. Click on it. And then when you get to that page, hit the hate crimes on the left. And then on your right, scroll down to where it says bias, and you can look at the numbers yourself. Black people the most hated on top of the list, and still nothing for the disrespect. All right, man. So I appreciate y'all once again. That is it for me. I said it was going to be pretty short today. Guess it's probably not my shortest podcast episode. I have some just 5 to 7 minutes. So, but there you have it, ladies and gents. There you have it. And with that being said, I'm gonna get on out of here, man. I didn't do an intro. I'm gonna do an outro. You're rocking with the best. Thoughts of the week. I'm out. Peace.